Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, slide on in. We got you. We got you. Got plenty of room. We all friends.
We sure do.
Name again, though?
Q Myers.
Q Myers?
Yeah.
And you were representing?
ESPN Radio.
He's national now.
Yeah. Well, noon to 3 Eastern time.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's what's up.
Jet.
Checking 1 2 1 2.
Did you really? See how you are?
I still need them.
Okay. I'm still working, Jeff.
He's working hard for you, man.
Welcome back to Real Deal Sports Show, live from the Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. A great week of guests so far, and it continues on right now on Real Deal Sports Show. Watch us on YouTube, like us, and subscribe to the show. Please do that. And we have Q Myers with us from ESPN Radio. Welcome to Real Deal Sports Show, Q.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys. I'm excited to be here.
And I understand you have some exciting news to announce here.
February 10th on ESPN Radio. Got a new show from noon to 3 Eastern time. Joe, really good, lead in, right? We got the Super Bowl. We've got the Chiefs and the Eagles. Either it's going to be a three-peat or it's going to be the team that knocked off. When I got my start, I was at ESPN Central Texas, and I wasn't making any money. I took the job because they asked me, hey, do you think you can hang with these guys? And I was like, can I hang with those guys? Can those guys hang with me? Like, I got them, right? No problem. So, but I wanted to get into the field of the sports. I was doing music radio, hip-hop, and so I wanted to get into sports. And so I took the job. I learned what I needed to learn. I was where I needed to be. I covered what I needed to know, and started just grinding from there. I got an opportunity to go to Las Vegas, so I do a local show in Las Vegas as well on ESPN Las Vegas and Raider Nation Radio 920 as well. So it's like I just keep working. Got a podcast, the Locked On Raiders podcast. I do it all, and someone's always watching, someone's always listening. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll be rewarded at some stage of the game. And now all of a sudden it's starting to pay off.
Oh, most definitely. And now talk to us about, we're sitting with two board members on the Rochester Association for Black Journalists. I know journalism is big for you. Talk about the schooling. What does it take? Over at my school I work at, we have the SMART program, the Sports Management, Athletics, and Regents track. So a lot of our kids are taking communications. They're taking sports management classes, learning how to be athletes, but also learning the backside of sports as well. Talk about the education. What does it take to be a journalist in this game?
I mean, it takes a lot, and it's funny when you're in the communications field, you have to really put everything into it. You really have to make sure that you master your craft. And the thing about it is, there's multiple ways that you can do it. And my way, I mean, I didn't go to school, and everyone that was learning, I was able to learn from, right? So I was able to soak up their knowledge, and from learning what they knew, it was impressionable on me. And so then I was able to do what I did just with my natural ability, but again, learning along the way. And so that's why the path took so long, but it's okay. I mean, I don't mind that. The hard work definitely paid off. It's just you just keep on pushing and fighting and scratching and clawing and eventually pay off. But if you're doing the schooling, you're doing the communications, do it. Like, don't just play around with it. Don't act like I'm just gonna take it lightly. Like, just deep dive into it. Whatever you do, put 100% in. You put 100% in, you're gonna get it out.
Absolutely. And you hear that, young people? You got to put in 100%.
Yep.
We both in the schools, me and J-GILLZ doing it, and these kids thinking they could just be an influencer.
You know what I tell people all the time?
This is
always my biggest piece of advice. I always tell everyone, I'm not the most talented guy in the room. I don't have to be the most talented guy in the room, but I will not be outworked. You will not outwork me. That's the thing about it. And if you work and you work your tail off and you and you'll be happy because you know what you did.
Absolutely. And you got the radio show coming up, so we're going to give the listening audience just a brief of what this show is going to be about. So obviously some huge news over the weekend.
Yeah.
Right before Super Bowl week, the Lakers made that blockbuster and Mavericks trade specifically.
I just think it's funny when you think about the NBA, because the NFL, as we're here on Media Row for Super Bowl 59, the NFL always is like jumping on all the NBA days, right? Christmas, got it. Black Friday, got it. Snatch, right? I mean, whatever day it is, they're taking it. Well, the NBA said, you know what? We got you. We got you. Saturday night, we're on Bourbon Street. We're eating dinner. And all of a sudden, I'm getting tweets and emails and texts saying, Luka just got traded to the Lakers? Wait, what? That's impossible. And so, so all of a sudden, it's like, wait, that's going on? And, about, you know, KD and De'Aaron
Go
Fox.
back to Golden State.
Yeah, Chris Middleton's on the move. Like, all these different moves. And it's like we're on media row, and I've spent more time talking about the NBA this week than I've talked all year.
Yeah.
All year.
All year.
And we're already in the 2025. I mean, I'm now talking about the NBA because the NBA is making moves and giving me something to talk about. So that's the NBA's like, yeah, we got you. We're gonna
Fred Harris's comments from the press conference of the Dallas Mavericks general manager.
Yeah.
And he said, "What my missus, she doesn't watch basketball that much. We just have
That's
their star player."
Right.
He said, "You kidding me?" I said, "Yeah, he their star." But you can see that he was out there. He's just, hey, we can't win. We can't. They didn't win with him. We can lose without him. We can win without him.
Right.
Lose or win without. Adhere to what would make him a valuable player where he has to be on the court.
Right. I mean, look, the thing is it's a good move because you're maintaining who you are, and you're saying that, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, you have to maintain this certain standard. But man, they better figure it out. They better figure it out.
Look at that 25 years old, man. AD 31 years old. You got
He's
6,
30,
7 years.
man.
You know what I'm saying? They win championships. So Dallas, you better hope. Look it up. With JaVale McGee, he did phenomenal things. You know what I'm saying? You got Kyrie. You got a shooter like Clay. You know, Clay getting older too. He ain't been that spot on.
Right. We know. And AD is a 31-year-old and a 39's Barkley. So, you know, who's your step that, hey, you know, you get humbled when you get traded? Well, let's see if he gets humbled.
Yeah.
He lost over 100 something.
Yeah, 345. Yep.
And now, being that he got traded, he's no longer eligible due to being not on the team that drafted him. So he lost over $100 million in this deal. That will humble.
Well, what that tell you? The general manager said that he just texted him and sent him an email, let him know he was traded, because he said he never returns my phone calls anyway.
Wow.
So what that tell you about their relationship?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Absolutely.
You can't do that. We all got bosses, right?
Right.
When the boss call or text, I trust and believe I'm answering.
They got to.
Yeah,
be
man.
a raise on the phone.
Either.
You got her too, right?
Oh yeah, we good.
You got her too, right?
Oh yeah, we good.